You might find this hard to believe, but the universe we live in may not be the real universe. It might just be an illusion from the past. The world we see with our eyes could very well be an illusion, a trick of perception. If you stick around and watch this video, it might just change everything you thought you knew about the cosmos. Every time you look up at the night sky, you see stars twinkling across the heavens. Some of those stars are only a few light years away, while others are hundreds or even thousands of light years distant. With powerful telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity can now observe galaxies and celestial objects more than 10 billion light years from Earth. But even though we're capable of seeing such staggering distances, very few people stop to wonder, what if what we're seeing is actually an illusion? What if we're trapped in a kind of cosmic mirage? The stars and galaxies that fill the universe do exist, but from our perspective, their existence takes on a completely different meaning. You see, the universe we observe isn't the universe as it is right now. It's a universe from millions, sometimes billions, of years ago. To put it simply, we're not seeing the present-day cosmos. We're gazing into the distant past. Those glittering stars and faraway galaxies we admire, they're snapshots, frozen in time, their appearance from hundreds or even thousands of years ago. In other words, everything we see in the night sky isn't the universe as it is today. It's a cosmic illusion. Light is something we can see, but we can't touch it, and yet we can sense it. Our eyes perceive objects because of light. When an object emits light, or reflects light from another source, those light rays enter our eyes. That's what allows us to see the world around us. Without light, the world would be nothing but darkness. But here's something you might not know. Light isn't as innocent as you might think. In fact, it's been deceiving us this entire time. Why? Because the world we see through light isn't the true world as it exists in the present. It's a world of the past. An illusion shaped by time. Picture this. You light a candle in a dark room. Instantly, the light reveals your surroundings. Back in the 1600s, people believed that light traveled instantly, that it had no speed limit, no delay. It could reach anywhere in the universe in the blink of an eye. But in 1676, a Danish astronomer named Ole Rachmer observed something fascinating that changed our understanding of light forever. He noticed a phenomenon involving Jupiter's moon. Io is one of Jupiter's largest moons, orbiting on the inside of Jupiter's path, with a diameter of about 2,263 miles, or 3,642 kilometers. It's one of the famous 4 Galilean moons discovered by Galileo. When Earth, Jupiter, and the Sun align in a straight line, Io disappears briefly behind Jupiter's shadow only, to reappear a short time later. This phenomenon is known as an Io eclipse, but Rachmer noticed that sometimes this eclipse appeared to be delayed. Why? Because light from Io had to travel across space to reach Earth, and that journey wasn't instantaneous. Rachmer was the first to prove that light has a finite speed. Later, the Dutch scientist Christian Huygens, building on Rachmer's work, and using careful calculations, estimated the speed of light to be about 214,000 kilometers per second. Over the centuries, thanks to modern techniques, scientists refined this value, bringing it closer to the now accepted speed, 299,792 kilometers per second, or roughly 186,000 miles per second. Once humanity realized that light doesn't travel instantaneously, a profound truth was revealed. Everything we see takes time to reach us. In other words, we're always seeing the past, never the present. Even objects that seem right in front of us are subject to tiny delays between when light reflects off them and when it reaches our eyes. Of course, those delays are so minuscule in everyday life that we can't notice them. But when we look deep into space, when we observe stars and galaxies thousands or millions of light years away, those time delays become massive. Let's take our own solar system as an example. The Sun is about 93 million miles, or 150 million kilometers, from Earth when photons, particles of light, are emitted from the Sun's surface. They take roughly 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. That means that every time you look up at the Sun with proper eye protection, of course, you're seeing it as it was more than 8 minutes ago, not as it is right now. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, the speed of light is the universal speed limit. Nothing that has mass can ever travel faster than light, and it's not just light that moves at this incredible speed. Other waves, such as electromagnetic waves and gravitational waves, also travel at the speed of light, carrying information from the far reaches of the universe. Thanks to these waves, we're constantly updating our understanding of space, time, and the very nature of the cosmos. Now imagine this. What if the Sun suddenly vanished right this instant? Would we know immediately? Surprisingly, no. Because of the speed of light, it would take more than 8 minutes before anyone on Earth realized what had happened. For 8 minutes and 20 seconds after the Sun disappeared, Earth would continue basking in sunlight, the sunlight that left the Sun over 8 minutes ago. Even the Sun's gravity would linger for that same amount of time. Earth would continue orbiting the point where the Sun had been, bound by gravitational effects from the past. Only after 8 minutes and 20 seconds would darkness suddenly fall, and only then would Earth begin to drift away into space, no longer tethered by the Sun's gravity. Life as we know it would come to an end, and humanity, if we were aboard a spacecraft heading out into that darkness, might not survive the journey. But this strange effect isn't unique to our solar system. It applies to the entire universe. Take Proxima Centauri, for example, the closest star to our solar system. It's about 4.2 light-years away. That means when you look at Proxima Centauri with the naked eye or with the telescope, you're seeing it as it was over 4 years ago. Now think bigger. When we use the Hubble Space Telescope or the James Webb Space Telescope to observe stars and galaxies, billions of light-years away, the light from those distant objects began its journey. Billions of years ago, long before humans even existed, that light has traveled across the universe for eons, enduring countless cosmic events, to finally arrive here on Earth. When we look up at the stars, we're seeing ancient history, a glimpse into the deep past of the universe. In fact, some of those stars we see twinkling above us may no longer even exist. Consider the pillars of creation, a stunning formation of interstellar gas and dust located about 7,000 light-years from Earth. Scientists believe the pillars were likely destroyed by a supernova more than 6,000 years ago, but because of the speed of light, we're still seeing them as they appeared millennia ago. Unless we could somehow travel to that region of space ourselves, we would never witness the moment of their destruction. That's the remarkable thing. No matter how powerful our telescopes become, we can never observe the universe as it is now. Everything we see is a patchwork of information from the past. It's a cosmic time machine, showing us countless moments frozen in history. So as long as light continues to travel through space, those past moments will continue to exist, etched into the fabric of the cosmos. Which raises a fascinating question. If we were standing on a distant planet, looking back at Earth, what would we see? We wouldn't see the Earth of today. We'd see the Earth of years, or even centuries past. Maybe the Earth during the Industrial Revolution, or even the prehistoric Earth of the dinosaurs, depending on how far away that planet is. Because just like the stars we gaze at every night, the light from Earth is also traveling outward, carrying images of our world into the universe. In a way, the universe is like a vast archive of memories, with beams of light acting as messengers of history, carrying the stories of stars, planets, and galaxies across the endless expanse of space. And as long as light keeps traveling, Those moments from the past will continue to exist somewhere, still visible to anyone in the right place, at the right time. Imagine if an alien civilization on a planet hundreds or thousands of light years away pointed their telescopes toward Earth. What would they see? Not the Earth of today, but the Earth of their past. Perhaps they'd be watching us from centuries ago, before airplanes, before satellites, before modern civilization as we know it. Or if their planet was even farther away, they might witness Earth in prehistoric times, covered in dense jungles or roamed by dinosaurs. That's the strange truth about the universe we live in. It's not a snapshot of the present. It's a mosaic of countless past moments, stitched together by beams of light traveling vast distances across space and time. Every time we look at the night sky, we're not seeing the universe as it is. We're seeing what it was, sometimes millions or billions of years ago. In that sense, the cosmos around us is a living time machine, and so, we're left to wonder, are we too simply a product of light and memory? Is the world we experience around us merely a dream woven by the light of the past, a reality shaped by illusions of time and space? Perhaps, even when we believe we're seeing the truth, we're only glimpsing faded echoes of a universe that once was.